In the golden age of American performance and luxury, few eras were as bold, experimental, and unapologetically ambitious as the late 1960s. It was a time when automakers competed not only in horsepower, but also in style, comfort, and road presence. When enthusiasts think of classic Mopars from this period, their minds often jump immediately to the headline grabbers, the fire-breathing coupes and convertibles that dominated drag strips and adorned bedroom walls as posters. Names like the Charger, Challenger, and the Plymouth Hemi Cuda tend to overshadow everything else. Yet focusing solely on those icons means overlooking an entire class of full-size machines that blended muscle car attitude with executive-level comfort. One such overlooked gem is the 1967 Dodge Monaco 500, a flagship passenger car that quietly offered performance, luxury, and rarity in one compelling package. The 1967 Monaco 500 arrived during a transformative year for Dodge. The brand was in the midst of redefining its identity, aligning styling and performance cues across its lineup. The Monaco had already established itself as Dodge's top-tier full-size offering, but for 1967 it received a comprehensive styling refresh that dramatically changed its presence. The sheet metal was new and far more assertive, with sharp-edged body lines and a cleaner, more modern profile. This was not merely a facelift. It was a reimagining of what a large Dodge sedan or hardtop could look like. Behind this visual evolution was Elwood Engel, the influential Chrysler designer whose work helped shape the aesthetic direction of many late 1960s Mopars. Engel's design philosophy emphasized crisp lines and a refined, almost formal elegance, and the 1967 Monaco reflected that approach beautifully. The hardtop models featured a sleek roofline that hinted at a fastback silhouette, reducing the boxy look that characterized many earlier full-size cars. Despite its substantial dimensions, the Monaco 500 managed to appear streamlined and contemporary, an impressive feat considering the design constraints of the era. This was, of course, firmly before the first oil crisis. Fuel economy was not yet a dominant concern, and even large luxury cars could be optioned with serious performance hardware. The Monaco 500 embodied that uniquely American mindset. If you wanted power, you could have it, even in a nearly 2-ton luxury cruiser. Under the hood, buyers had the choice between two formidable big-block engines. The standard performance-oriented option was the 383 cubic inch B-Series V8, displacing 6.3 liters. For those seeking even more brute force, Dodge offered the mighty 440 cubic inch Magnum V8, the same 7.2-liter powerhouse found in muscle car legends such as the Charger, Challenger, and the Plymouth Cuda. Most Monaco 500 buyers opted for the 383 with a 2-barrel carburetor, a configuration that provided ample torque and smooth operation for everyday driving. In typical form, this engine produced approximately 270 horsepower at the crank. It is important to remember that during this period, horsepower figures were measured under gross conditions, meaning the engine was tested outside the vehicle without accessories attached. As a result, published numbers were often somewhat optimistic compared to the net ratings adopted in the 1970s. Even so, 270 horsepower in a full-size luxury car was nothing to scoff at. However, what truly elevates this particular 1967 Dodge Monaco 500 into rarefied territory is the ultra-rare engine configuration lurking under its hood. Fewer than 300 examples left the factory equipped with the 383 big block, paired with a 4-barrel carburetor setup similar to that used on the larger 440 Magnum. This upgraded induction system significantly enhanced airflow and combustion efficiency, boosting output to an impressive 325 horsepower. For a car of this size and class, that level of performance was nothing short of remarkable. The notion of a nearly 4,000-pound luxury coupe packing 325 horsepower captures the spirit of the era perfectly. With a curb weight of approximately 3,970 pounds, 1,800.7 kilograms, the Monaco 500 was undeniably substantial. It was not a lightweight dragstrip special, nor was it intended to be. Instead, it offered effortless power delivery, strong acceleration when called upon, abundant torque for highway passing, and a commanding presence on the open road. The big block rumble emanating from beneath the hood added a layer of gravitas that smaller engines simply could not replicate. While raw speed might not have matched that of lighter muscle cars, the Monaco 500 compensated with refinement and comfort. Step inside, and the focus on luxury becomes immediately apparent. Soft-touch vinyl upholstery enveloped the seats, providing a plush and inviting environment. Though not leather, the material was durable, richly textured, and more than capable of delivering an upscale feel. In many ways, it exemplified late 1960s American automotive luxury: generous padding, broad seating surfaces, and an emphasis on comfort over aggressive bolstering. One of the most distinctive interior features of the Monaco 500 was its use of wrought tan wicker accents along the door panels and quarter trim. This unusual design choice set it apart from other Dodges of the period and added a touch of flair that bordered on exotic. The woven textures contrasted with the smooth vinyl surfaces, creating visual interest and a sense of craftsmanship. It was a bold stylistic statement, one that underscored the Monaco's position as Dodge's most luxurious offering short of stepping up to a Chrysler-branded vehicle. Indeed, the Monaco 500 effectively represented the pinnacle of Mopar luxury without crossing into Chrysler territory. It offered buyers an opportunity to enjoy premium amenities and commanding size, while retaining the youthful, slightly edgier character associated with Dodge. For customers who wanted something more refined than a Polara but not as formal as a Chrysler New Yorker, the Monaco struck a compelling balance. Today, cars like the 1967 Monaco 500 occupy an intriguing niche within the collector market. They lack the universal recognition of muscle car superstars, and for younger enthusiasts who grew up idolizing Chargers and Cudas, the Monaco might initially seem like an afterthought. Its large proportions and understated styling do not scream muscle car in the same way as a high-strung coupe with racing stripes and hood scoops. Yet for a certain segment of enthusiasts, those who appreciate rarity, subtlety, and the grandeur of full-size American iron, the Monaco holds a special allure. Part of that appeal lies in its relative obscurity. Because it was never as widely celebrated as its smaller siblings, the Monaco 500 often flies under the radar. That makes discovering a well-preserved or thoughtfully maintained example feel like uncovering a hidden treasure. Add in the ultra-rare 4-barrel 383 configuration, and the car becomes even more desirable to knowledgeable collectors who understand just how limited such examples truly are. The asking price of $17,000 for this particular Monaco 500, advertised via a Craigslist listing out of northern Tennessee, reflects that unique positioning. In a market where high-profile muscle cars routinely command six-figure sums, a rare big-block luxury Dodge available for under $20,000 begins to look like a compelling value proposition. It offers vintage Mopar power, distinctive styling, and a level of comfort that many muscle cars simply cannot match. Driving a car like this today is as much about experience as it is about performance metrics. The expansive hood stretches out ahead, the steering wheel feels substantial in your hands, and the big block V8 emits a deep, reassuring soundtrack. On the highway, the Monaco settles into a smooth, confident cruise, absorbing miles with ease. There is a sense of occasion in piloting such a large, powerful machine, an awareness that you are commanding a piece of American automotive history. Moreover, the Monaco 500 serves as a reminder that the muscle car era was not solely defined by quarter-mile times. It was also about variety, experimentation, and the blending of performance with luxury. Automakers were willing to offer powerful engines in nearly every segment, from compact coupes to full-size cruisers. The result was a diverse landscape of vehicles that catered to different tastes and priorities, all united by a shared emphasis on power and style. For enthusiasts who value individuality, the 1967 Dodge Monaco 500 presents an opportunity to stand apart from the crowd. At car shows dominated by the usual suspects, a well-kept Monaco draws curious onlookers. Conversations shift from horsepower bragging rights to discussions about design, rarity, and the broader context of late 1960s automotive culture. It becomes less about flash and more about substance. Ultimately, the classic 1967 Dodge Monaco 500 with its ultra-rare 383 4-barrel setup embodies a quieter kind of cool. It may not have adorned as many posters or starred in as many movies as its muscle car cousins, but it carries its own brand of charisma. It represents a time when even the largest cars could be ordered with serious performance hardware, when luxury and muscle were not mutually exclusive concepts. For those willing to look beyond the obvious icons, the Monaco 500 offers a rich blend of power, comfort, and rarity that continues to resonate decades later. As the years continue to pass and the landscape of the collector car world evolves, vehicles like the 1967 Dodge Monaco 500 begin to take on a deeper meaning. They become rolling time capsules, preserving not just mechanical components and sheet metal, but also the philosophy of an era when American automakers built cars with boldness and confidence. The Monaco 500 reflects a period when size was celebrated, chrome was plentiful, and engines were measured in cubic inches rather than efficiency ratings. It stands as proof that luxury and performance were not separate paths, but parallel ambitions that could coexist under one expansive hood. For many enthusiasts, the appeal of a big Dodge like the Monaco lies in its presence. It does not need stripes, hood pins, or shaker scoops to command attention. Its sheer scale, combined with sharp 1967 styling updates and that distinctive roofline, is enough to make an impression. Parked among smaller muscle cars, the Monaco seems almost regal, like a heavyweight champion observing the action from the corner of the ring. Yet press the accelerator, and the 383 four-barrel reminds everyone that this is no mere boulevard cruiser. With 325 horsepower on tap in its rare configuration, it delivers confident, authoritative thrust that feels effortless rather than frantic. There is also a certain romance in owning a car that fewer people immediately recognize. While Chargers and Challengers often attract crowds based purely on name recognition, the Monaco invites a different kind of appreciation. It encourages questions. What is it? They made those with a big block. That interior is original. Each inquiry becomes an opportunity to share knowledge and passion. In this way, the Monaco fosters a more intimate connection between owner and audience, rooted in curiosity rather than celebrity. The interior, with its plush vinyl seating and distinctive wrought tan wicker accents, continues to set the tone once the doors are closed. It is easy to imagine long highway drives in 1967, the big Dodge gliding along with the radio playing and the expansive dashboard stretching from pillar to pillar. The cabin feels airy and substantial, offering space that many modern vehicles struggle to match. Comfort was clearly a priority, and even today, the Monaco's interior invites occupants to relax and enjoy the journey rather than merely endure it. Mechanically, the 383 Big Block remains one of Mopar's most respected engines. Its durability and torque-rich character make it well-suited to a full-size platform. In four-barrel form, especially in such limited production numbers, it becomes a conversation piece in its own right. Knowing that fewer than 300 examples were built with this configuration adds an element of exclusivity that cannot be replicated. Rarity has always played a crucial role in the collector market, and this Monaco possesses it in a way that is subtle yet significant. The $17,000 asking price positions this car in an intriguing space. It is accessible enough for serious enthusiasts who want something distinctive without venturing into six-figure territory, yet special enough to feel like a meaningful acquisition. In a world where certain muscle cars have become financial instruments as much as passion projects, the Monaco 500 offers a refreshing alternative. It invites ownership for the sake of enjoyment, for the pleasure of driving, preserving, and sharing a unique slice of automotive history. Ultimately, the 1967 Dodge Monaco 500 challenges preconceived notions about what defines a desirable classic. It proves that performance is not limited to the most famous badges, and that luxury does not dilute excitement. Instead, it blends the two into a package that feels both substantial and spirited. For some, the ultimate big Dodge might still be a Polera, a Charger, or another icon from the Mopar stable. But for those who appreciate understated rarity and full-size grandeur, the Monaco holds a special place. In the end, this classic 1967 Dodge Monaco 500 is more than just a large American coupe with a powerful engine. It is a reminder of a time when automakers dared to offer big engines in big cars without apology. It is a testament to design creativity, mechanical ingenuity, and the enduring charm of late 1960s Mopar craftsmanship. For the ride enthusiast, it is not simply a car. It is a statement, a conversation starter, and a proud embodiment of an era when American roads were ruled by chrome, cubic inches, and unmistakable presence.